We're missing a bunch of people on Team Red. We're gonna give them a second. Looks like they're slowly funneling in. Now we got everybody. Let's go, boys. We got ourselves. Yo, our boy Chrysler, he's back. Chrysler, where you been, you dirty son of a bitch? You been hanging out with your succubuses on the side, huh? What's with the boys, though? Make some time for the boys. Chrysler's back, boys. Let's go. Team Alliance with Demorix and Gnome Hunter representing. We got ourselves Omega playing as a Feral Druid. We got Too Good being Too Good. We got ourselves Zakati backing in Holy Death Knight. We got ourselves Team Horde with Dead playing Survival. Catch you can. Wait, shouldn't you just get out there and get some duels going? We got Confling sitting on the Monk. Luddy. And we also got Gawk. Is Luddy Confling? Is May... Wait, is Dead and Minimi have a different group, don't they? They do. I'll get Minimi in next time. Zakati and Catch are gonna go to first. Zakati is not excited about this one. That's gonna be Lichborn coming out a little bit early. Army of the Dead already joining the fight. Catchkin has a bunch of necrotic stacking up, but he's gonna get those charge heals in there, trying to deny those necrotic stacks. Big explosion by the Army of the Dead. Zakati still just taking so much damage. Gonna go for the Warlock Healthstone from Chrysler a little bit early. Catchkin also has his Healthstone to get through. Now that necrotics is stacking up on him, gets a charge, clears his necrotics, and continues to heal himself. Absolutely impressive, Catchican. Absolutely amazing. Zakati is still trying to get this necrotic stacked up. Looks like he's out of juice in order to get him consistently rolling. Safety Chicken coming out with a death pack to fall. And Catchican is actually still going to get a charge onto Zakati. He tried to get a chicken out of it. That's going to be a reflect coming out for Cat in case Zakati is going to go for Mally. Does go for a Mally way after. Catchican not burning in Rage Region. Just goes for commanding shot. Once he gets Zakati low, actually has him close to execute Rage. Transfusion coming out for Zakati. Trying to hang in there. Catchican wants to go for that charge heal. Is going to maybe get away from Zakati for just a moment. Try to see. No, he not even need to. He's just going to get massive healings out of that. Doesn't want to use his big defensive. That is going to be his pet exploding. As he actually decided to cleave down Zakati's pet, he's going to have to resummon one. Going to get the reflect so he doesn't get gripped in there. So he does get the charge off. Wants to stay consistent. Zakati needs to resummon the pet. Does he realize the pet is dead? The pet does come back, but is it going to be enough? Is the pet going to be able to do much? Zakati dropping close to the execute phase. Chicken coming out of the catcher can. Aim. That's going to be different for Zakati as the last ditch battle of defense. So that's going to be a big execute by Catchican. Cannot defeat him. And still, all Nachi and Rage Regeneration, the warrior healing in BFA is nutty. And that's going to be Too Good up next. That's going to be Catchican. Earlier reflect. Try to see if he can reflect the Hodge. Too Good is going to have wings up and running. Sun onto Catchican. Maledict to follow. Try to suppress Catchican's healing. He's going to have to go for that Enrage Regen with massive healing. Shield of Venus to follow. Catchican try to see if he can survive it. Just slowing down Too Good as wings are up and running. Leaping out of line of sight. Can Catchican get out of combat and mount up? Trying to see if he can do it. That's going to be him trying to mount up. Does land the mount up, but still slowed. Can he still run away from him? More slows coming out. Shield of Venus popping in. That's going to be a bop to prevent him from any kind of healing. And Catchican is actually going to get a charge, but not a heal from another enemy. Not a heal. Reflect up, Hodges himself. Maybe Catchican can still come back as a Hodge. Zed forces Chicken out Too Good. Is going to land a Fear charge, heal off him, swiping that heal. Going to go for some damage right now. Catchican's not out of the fight. Execute status is down on him. Needs to get those heals back to back. Charge heal again off of the pally. Perfect reflect him out. Now it's actually turning around onto Too Good. And so for Berenson for a second, is going to have a bubble available. Second set of wings coming out right now. Shorter wings. Safety Chicken proccing a little bit early. Catchican needs to maintain his health. Trying to see if he can go for the charge. No, actually just sleeping away from the pal. Waiting for that shield of waiting for that reflect right now. Waiting for reflect is gonna go for first aid. Too Good needs to make a play right now. Is it gonna be Too Good at it? No, gonna get it up and dirty with Catchican. Not too good for any of those usual plays. That's gonna be Catchican trying to buy his time, letting his health regen. Didn't quite get a reflect on a Hodge, but no, wings out of the paladin, still holding on to his Hodge. That's or it's not Hodge, but Bubbles still. That's one big defense that he still has. Does have eye for an eye. Catchican needs to be careful with his eye for an eye. Can't do too much damage. Needs to be aware of his health because he can just turn around on himself very easily. Eye for an eye goes down. All that this paladin has right now. is the bubble. Waiting out for wings. It looks like might have wings available sometime soon. Does get a Hodge bubble a little bit early. This catch can have, no, not even gonna need a reflect for that Hodge. Not even gonna need to time it. Just gonna be able to get away. Expecting for Too Good to have a Hodge. Didn't reflect it. Does get a trick it out though. And Too Good is out in the open. Exposed. It's gonna go for that Warlock Hellstorm. Waves are coming out. Last ditch effort of desperate measure for the Paladin. Trying to see if he can nail down the Warrior. The Warrior trying to go for that reflect on the Maledict. Not gonna happen. Shield of Vengeance popping out. That's gonna be a fear for Kachka just so he can snag a heal. Second heal coming out. Kachka dropping ridiculously low, but he's still hanging in there. Execute coming out onto Too Good, and he wasn't that good. Was maybe one good, three good, but definitely not too good, as Kachka was able to overpower a Paladin. That reflect on that Hodge, the perfect reflect, is exactly what he needed during that blessing of protection. That is going to be a charge off of the Hunter. Demorix is going to be charging to his pet. That's going to be big old Dire Basilisk coming out. Stun coming in. Dire Basilisk used to get chomps out of Kachka. He's going to be able to get one chomp comes out. Second one comes out, but that's about all he's going to get. Maledict to follow, suppressing Kachka's heal, but he is going to be able to line the Hunter and get heals off of the pet. Charge heal of the pet. Demotrix needs to have line of sight of Kachka for his pet to do any damage. And look at Kachka, looking pretty healthy. And Rage Regen did get used pretty early. That's still going to be Dire Basilisk, still on the chase, still trying to get up to Cat, but he's way too mobile with those sleeps and double charge. The mobile / heal heavy playstyle coming in, 1% dampening, rolling out right now. Going to be reflected the trap. If you saw it in the last moment, that happened way too fast. Demorix tried to see if he could peel Kachka off. He knew exactly what was going to happen. That is going to be Turtle Shell immediately out of the Hunter. Kachka is still going to get those charges back to back. That's going to be another trap. Did Demorix have a trap there ahead of time? I think that's exactly what happened, because there's no way he would have been able to get two traps back to back like that. Leave for Kachka to reconnect with Demorix right now. Going to be able to get a knockback from him. Still another charge available. Is going to disengage to get some distance from Cat. He's still going to be able to hit the pet to swipe heals off it. Is going to be able to keep himself in rage with the pet. Stun coming down to Cat. No Trinket available for a while. Not going to be seen in Rage Regen for quite a bit of time. Demorix still is holding on to Trinket. No Turtle Shell available. Kachka without a mobility just going to pull the pet back behind line of sight. Way the Hunter can do some damage. The Hunter needs to be very much trying to get ahead of Kachka to make sure he doesn't get put in this position where Kachka is there by himself with the pet, and he has to pull the pet back just to keep the pet alive, just to keep it healthy and for it to do damage. Actually, the pet does go down. Going to be resummoned. Demorix did have to resummon the pet, which isn't the worst situation for him, as Kachka could really capitalize by killing the pet and then train down the Hunter and not letting him get any defenses. So I guess it's not really out of the fight, but Demorix is not really able to get an advantage over Kachka. Does have a trap around. Not sure what kind of trap it is. Most like a knockback trap. Try to get a knockback into Cat. For some reason, it didn't work. That's going to be a reflecting case of Freezing Trap was going to come out. Does freeze himself. Demorix is just going to have to find a way out of the situation. Popping cooldowns. Trying to go hyper offensive or counter offensive against Cat. That is going to be his heal with acceleration burned pretty early. But Kachka, his health is just not moving, man. Finally got him stunned up. Finally is able to get a dent into his armor. Charge heal comes in for Cat. Is back up to full. Maledict is going to try to suppress him, but not really sure how well it's going to be working, how effective it's going to be, as Demorix is climbing closer and closer to the execute phase, trying to get a defensive going, and does get slammed with another execute by Kachka. Omega is up next. Didn't get AoE by Kachka. Very well done. Swoop to the side for a moment, trying to avoid the AoE. Is going to get the dot bleed. Replace the ultra cap, but he's going to get a charge out of it pretty early on. Doesn't want to give this Feral any kind of restart. Omega does want to maybe catch a I was thinking maybe he was trying to get a leap on top of Cat, but not going to be able to do that. Try to go for a Cyclone. Does have that Cyclone. Kachka can go for Reflect with that Cyclone if he ever needs to. Walk him up for Omega with the Thorns. That's going to be a Reflect for Kachka. Reflect those Thorns back into Omega. Just punching through him with all those Thorns. Maybe we'll see a Cyclone coming out for Omega right now, unless he's able to get away. Kachka doesn't get a charge off around that corner. Maybe he still snag one. Does snag one. Does at least connect with the Feral. Slowing him down, not letting him reset. Try to get him to force to use all his cooldowns, and Kachka still chasing after him. Slows are coming out back to back. Does Kachka have another charge? He does. Stun coming out short, dropping Omega's health down to about 30%. That's going to be a bear for him. Defensiveness needs to come out. Omega doesn't have wall anymore, so he's in a bad situation. Getting close to that cleave, and then Kachka eliminates another one. Kreiser is the only man on Team Blue standing. Trying to line up the incinerates, get in the pennant position. Is going to go for cooldowns right now versus Cat. Try to drop an Infernal on top of him. Kachka didn't charge him, although he was expected. That's going to be reflect for Kachka. Catchigan keeping himself safe and afloat for a little bit. Shadow Fury does get interrupted. That's going to be free. Chaos Bolt 1, Chaos Bolt 2, Catchigan, no, going to be a fear for Chrysler. The pets are going to get feared out. Malak into Chrysler. Catchigan doesn't have anything. That's going to be in range regen right now as Chaos Bolts are just flying at him, chucking him out into a horror effect, into another Chaos Bolt. Does he have any kind of CC of that? Catchigan is at full health. He is healthy, but Chrysler still has cooldowns. Still get the powerful Infernal walking on the arena. Chaos Bolts are still trying to come out. Does use his own Warlock Hellstone. Still dampening is not too high. Reflect coming in for Catchigan, reflecting the Chaos Bolt back at Chrysler as he's going to take the port away. And Chrysler's actually, I feel like he might be in a bad position versus Cat, because now he has that line of sight. Catchigan can pull the pet back. Needs to go for the pet CC. That is what Chrysler used to do. Gonna get that extra range, chucking out a couple of Chaos Bolts, Cataclysm, one more combo. Catchigan is gonna be able to use the pet to heal off of another Chaos Bolt to follow. As Chrysler does get a charge heal off the pet, so he's gonna bring himself back up. So unless Chrysler has a big setup onto Catchigan, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be, no! Berserker's Rage didn't last as long as I thought it would, as he did get full fear. It's gonna be Reflect, and Chrysler chucks the Chaos Bolt back at himself. Catchigan is gonna pop himself into a Blaze Storm for a moment, welcoming out. Chrysler finally able to get all his casts out. Is he going to be able to turn this around? Short stun. Does he get that execute range in there? Execute was a Catchigan wiping out the whole team blue. Back to back to back. Taking out Paladins, taking out Pharaohs, taking out Warlocks. I might just have to have Catchigan maybe not go as one man at the start. It makes some great videos, don't get me wrong, for a big old 1v5. This is why this guy is a god. But you might need to let everybody else get a chance to play as well. Pixie got a group. Scumbag, what's up, fam? Did you know you were rolling this server? I don't actually play Scumbag. It's just a tune on Argent Dawn because